Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining Create with Dee. I'm Dee Slater, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my Wednesday morning lives, where I'm streaming both on Facebook and on YouTube. As you come in, if you want to say hi and where you're from, awesome. I always love to hear where you guys are from. I'm from Northeast Indiana in a city called Kendallville. It's north of Fort Wayne. Let me know where you're from. And if you want to say hi, I'll be looking over at the comments every now and then and hopefully answer any questions live that you may have. All right, well, today we are going to be making a double Z-fold card. Z-folds are such an easy way to add interest to your card making repertoire on that. A lot of times it takes just a standard card base, maybe cut in the long way instead of our traditional 8.5 by 5.5, but still about the same kind of cardstock. Hi, Marge. Also, as people are getting notifications, I just want to remind everybody that we are on our last few days of Celebration 2024. So we have today and we have leap year day tomorrow, the 29th, to take advantage of items free with every $50 order, or perhaps even, grab the starter kit. It's such a great deal. I love the glass mat that we can get free with the starter kit. I don't show it here on my live so much because of the glare on the lights, and I tried it a couple of times. It was distracting to me, so I opted not to do that. But if you've ever thought about getting a discount every day and you think that you and I would get along great as teammates, please consider joining my team. Okay. Good morning, Doreen. Okay, before we get started, I just have to tell or ask everybody, have you seen these Lemon Crisp Kit Kats? They're with the Easter candy. If you're like me and you love lemon candy or lemon, cakes and pies and bars and stuff, try these. These are so good. I want them in a full-size candy bar. I might have to go and grab several bags of these just to have them in my stash. They're so good. And actually, these little fun sizes would probably just be about the right size for a little, portion control on it. But my portions, and I would need about 10 of them. Okay, but anyways, I just thought I would share that if for anybody that has our lemon lovers, these Kit Kats are yummy. All right, let me turn the camera around and we'll get started making our double Z-fold card here today. Okay, so today we're going to be making a double Z-fold card. And a Z-fold is when you basically you fan fold half of the front of your card base. And on a double Z-fold, you add another Z-fold element in it. So it gives a lot of decorating and embellishment real estate, double the real estate on that. So let's see here. So I kind of just wanted to also share a little bit that, let me bring this back in. For all of you that take my classes either in person or to go, you probably have all of this stuff just to grab and go, because like club or classes, you probably have gotten a half a stack of this lighter than air designer paper. While we did the hot air balloon feature on it, the other sides are such fun and bright little color paper. I thought I would show how like we can use the paper, the other paper that's not the balloon paper, on our cards. Also Creative Club did Fluffiest Friends. So I'm going to use that to incorporate it in. So I just wanted to give a little added value to those of those of you that have been following me and taking my classes and things, that you can take some of the stuff that's in your stash and mix and match them a little bit. All right, so that's what we're using. The paper is from Lighter Than Air, the bundle of Fluffiest Friends. And as you know, that this does not have any sentiments in it. So I grabbed my go-to greetings and I'm using happy birthdays, but this is another, I love this stamp set on it. I'm using a little of the stylish shapes for the banner on it. So that's the products that we have. All right. So I move some of this stuff out of the road. So here's our measurements for the day. Oh, I know, Marge, those candies are delish. All right, so for our double Z fold, we're going to start with a piece of cardstock, and in this case, it's going to be our lemon lolly at 11 by 4 1/4. We're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then you need to grab your designer series paper. If you're not familiar with, I just put pattern paper on there in case you're not familiar with Stampin' Up's terminology. We need 2 pieces of 2 1/2 by 4 and a piece of 5 1/4 by 4. And then for the inside, this is what I'm calling the inside Z fold. We need a 9 3/4 by 3 scored at 4 1/2 and 7. Designer paper, 1 piece of 4 by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces of 2 1/2 by 2 3/4. So that's all the measurements there. I'll kind of go out a little bit in case you want to take a screenshot. I will have this on my blog later on today if you don't want to do the screenshot on it. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so let's get all of the goodies out here. And I have it all in my envelope so that I try to keep it all together here. Alrighty, there we go. All right, so here is our card base. Let's get this up. All right, so again, this is scored. It's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And so to make a Z fold, you fold it like you would a traditional card base if you wanted to make it this way, and then you take the flap and you fold it back. I'm going to grab my bone folder and get some crisp edges to this. All right, so now for the layering pieces on here. Again, here's the designer paper. Either side of that would be super cute. I'm going to go with this balmy blue side today and use my liquid glue. So that larger 4 by 5 1/4 piece of designer paper, this is going to be our background paper for the inside. And then I'm going to take matching the coordinating designer paper and do that on the panels on the sides. Now you can so take your designer paper. This could be a great way of using up scraps within, a pack of paper that you have on it. So if I wanted to, I could, use that side. Oops, let me scooch this up a little bit. I'm a little low on the camera. And we'll put that on here. So this paper is a 6 by 6. Where is it at? So if you wanted all of these the same, you would need to get 2 of the same pattern, because one piece would pretty much take up this panel here, and then you could take another. If you wanted to match it, you would need to take another of the 6 by 6 to cut those 2 on. Just kind of wanting to kind of give you an idea of how that would work. Okay, I can set the base aside for now. And now here's our other panel. This was the 3 by 9 3/4, and it's scored at again at 4 1/4 and at 7. So on this one we're going to fold, like here's the large panel. So I'm going to start with that in the back and do the same thing. Let's get some crisp edges. But when we are going to put it down on here, we're going to do where this is the long panels on our right. Now the long panel is going to be on our left side. Okay. So I'm going to take some other patterns from that Lighter Than Air designer paper, and we'll cut our, we put our second set of designer paper on. So the larger one goes on the larger section. And this paper doesn't, the patterns that I chose really doesn't have orientation. If it does, you would just need to make sure that you're cutting it in the way that, would be facing right side on it. And then here's the two little pieces for the panel. Okay, put that in here. All right. So on my sample card that I made, I did put the full panel on the inside here, and then I just cut down 1/4 of an inch. So this basic white here is 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. So, you know, if you wanted to have a little writing room, you can do that. But I'm not going to put this one down. Instead, what I'm going to do is this will be where I can do a little more writing. And I really didn't think that the matting showed that much. That could be up to you. It depends on what you want to do. I'm just going to kind of show you an option. So instead of the second piece of designer paper, I'm going to omit that on this one. And I'm going to substitute that second designer paper for the inside Z-fold with basic white. So this is cut at the same measurement of 2 1/2 by 2 3/4. This way, it's just going to show you a little extra option. All right, so what we want to do to put this down to adhere it to the front, we want it to be like so, so that when it's closed, you can see that this looks like it's spaced evenly or matted pretty much all the way around. So what I like to do is, and this is the only side, or this is the only section when it's closed that's going to get the adhesive. So I'll explain this real quick here. So imagine that we've glued everything that when this is closed, we're going to glue all of that, and then we can put it down, but we want to put down the bottom first. But anyways, but I just wanted to kind of let you know that's where we're going with the glue. All right, so what I like to do first is to put my adhesive on the back side of the small rectangle. All right, so now I'm going to kind of slip this in like this so that I can mat it, or to see where I want to have it measured all the way around, and put that down. So that's going to be my inside. And I'm going to do a quick little zhuzh on it to straighten it up just a little bit. That's what I like about the liquid glue. So now when this is closed, as you can see, I don't want to put adhesive all on the back panel here because it would just pinch it and, and keep it closed. So we just want to put adhesive on the back side of here. And so I'm just going to, make sure that I'm not, I don't know, maybe go about 1 1/4 inch with your adhesive, and then close it. I could have had maybe 2 inches of adhesive on the back of it, but I'm just playing it safe. And there's our double Z fold. Now, double Z folds, we're not going to do all of the extra decorating. I wanted to kind of keep it as a more simplistic version of it. But this allows you, if you wanted to, you could put embellishments on the back of this and really build it up. But I just, again, was kind of wanting to I wanted to keep it sweet and simple here for us today. All right, so could someone tell me what this little character is? Is it supposed to be a raccoon? I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a cat. I don't have any idea what it is. It's super cute, but I never know what to call it. So I'm just going to call it my cute little character and be done with it. Okay, so on the, this is from that Fluffiest Friends stamp set, and I die cut it out with the coordinating die. And then also in that, in the die set, there's these little balloons that are part of it. So ahead of time, I've die cut out a pair of both the Balmy Blue and the Lemon Lolly in our balloons. And I'm going to take my Fleur de Flamingo, and I want to kind of ink up the edges on here a little bit. I want to give it a little more definition. This is just an option. I just sometimes I think it just needs a little bit of outline so that it pops the image. So again, and you can use any color. I just am going to use Fleur de Flamingo on our sentiment here in a little bit. I know everyone's like, going to Walmart now to get some lemon Kit Kats. All right, Marge and we live in the same vicinity, but I think we go to different stores. But I know there's going to be a run on the lemon Kit Kats. I have such an affinity for my sweets. It's not even funny. Okay, so we got our little balloons highlighted there. Put that off to the side. While I have the ink out, I'm going to take my stylish shape banner and from Go To Greetings, happy birthday. Of course, you can use this as, this banner for anything that you might need, but I'm using the Flirty Flamingo with happy birthday. Then I have that. Now let's color our little raccoon. I don't even know what it is. But I am going to use the colors that I've picked out from the designer paper in my blends. So I've got Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue, and Lemon Lolly on the blends. And let's see here. I think since there's that, let's put a little Balmy Blue balloon. So if you wanted to, you could color the little character in whatever natural from the woods color that it might be. But I'm going to just go ahead and kind of make it my own little color here. So I'm just going to kind of take the yellow and do the feet and the nose. And let's see here. Might take the light Flirty Flamingo and do his little mouth area here. Again, I'm just not going to, you don't need to add a whole lot of color to our little characters. I'll bring in the bunny that I did that has a little birthday cake. Kind of did the same thing, just add a little color from the designer paper, not worrying about it being the correct color of the animal. And I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and give a little glimmer to it. Alrighty, so I think, and then to have something for our character to kind of sit on, I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch. That's available if you are looking for it in a catalog. It's not, but it is available on the online store on Stampin' Up. You could see it there, so you can order the 2-inch circle front. And this is the modern circle punch. And maybe it's the decorative. I can't remember the name of it. That's awful. And I'm using Balmy Blue. And we'll do just some cute little simple layering on here. So we'll go ahead and get our liquid glue again. And we'll put that on the layer of that. That's if you're looking for an easy layer for some of your smaller images, that is such a cute and easy punch layer to put together. And let's see, I think I want to put my banner on first. I'm going to just put the adhesive. I'm going to have a little bit of it hanging off the edge here. So again, I'm going to add glue just to the back left side. And put that pretty much right in the center. Do that. Okay, and then going to get our dimensionals, our Stampin' Dimensionals, the regular size, and I'm going to use 3 of them on the back here just to get it nice and supported. So this would be a card layout that you could try, either like even if you didn't have the stitched banner, you could easily just make a little banner on that. So I'm going to overlap this just a little bit and go try to center it here. Get our dimensional again and get our little character. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. I love it. So cute. And let's see, and then this is why I thought, you know, we could put our balloons here. And let's see here. Where's my other one? There we go. So, you know, if you don't need all of them, that's fine. You know, we could do some other balloons somewhere else, but I'm going to put 2 balloons on the inside. And we'll do that. Put the yellow one down, and then I'm going to grab a straight edge. And I'm just going to draw a little, what do I want to say? Just draw a little string on it. So I got a felt tip marker. You can take a ballpoint, whatever you want. And we'll just do a little string on it, just to give the idea that it's a balloon. Now I'll get my other one. I can do that. Offset it just a little bit. And that's why I wanted to outline it a little bit so that you could see it. Kind of the same thing. You can get your straight, get your straight edge. You could get the linen thread or some of your baker's twine and do this too. I just had them a little bit out of reach. And then I'm going to do loop and loop. So that's all I did to kind of do that. Then you had some space to write. And then again, this is, if you wanted to even step it up a little bit, this is the rainbow adhesive back dots that coordinate with that, the designer paper. And again, our club and some of the classes, you would have maybe some of these extras. And so here we can pick up some of the other colors that are in this paper here. And let's see, get a little bit of the purple. So these are what I have left over. Let's see, we can put some in here. Oh, what else? Oh, decisions. Let's see, I'm trying to see what other colors I want to pull out. Let's do this. And kind of put one there. And you can just go crazy with it. But then that's our little double Z fold. Let me bring this back in again on it. So, you know, it's like you can mix and match the characters that you put with this designer paper. I already had this one designed and everything, but it's like, I so want to get back out my little monkey. Look how cute the bundle here. Like to have the little monkey and with especially the lemon lolly, you know, in this fun pattern. Like this little character would be a happy card that you can make with the lighter than air paper. Also, you know, you could go with the pastel colors again, the sweetest songbirds. I'm picking out ones that these would be punches that you wouldn't necessarily have to have your dies, but I think you know, the little characters on this just kind of lighten it up a little bit. I'm going to turn the camera back around. Oh, thanks, Marge. She said another layout to try. Well, I hope that you enjoyed class. If there's anything in here that you like, please do consider giving me a thumbs up, a heart, depending on where you're watching. And if it is something that you're interested in, if you want to make this class at home, here's my host code for this week's class. So it's open from now and through the end of Sunday on March the 5th or March the 3rd. I'll ship out any kits on the 5th. With using the host code and a $35 online order, you get 1 set of cards. It would be a set of 3. Otherwise, if you do 50 or more, you would get 2 sets of these. What it would be is a mix and match of the lighter than air designer paper and coordinating cardstock for you to mix and match. So I hope that everybody has a great rest of the week. Here in Indiana right now, we're having almost like thunderstorms, snowstorms. We've gone from record high of 75, and the temperature is going to drop today about 40 degrees. And so I looked out the window just a little bit ago, and there was like snowflake pellets, like literally just swirling down the street. It was kind of crazy. All right. Everybody have a great rest of your week and happy crafting. Bye-bye.